You know, if you really love your family, you need to listen to this, especially if you're an alcoholic and you have a family, because there will come a time, a point where your family is going to be sick and tired of being sick and tired. They're going to be tired of all the toxicity and the drama. Now, they have supported you and they've carried you to a certain point, but there will come a time where they can't do it anymore, where they're going to be exhausted, where they're going to be beyond frustration, and they will become numb with all the disappointment and the angst and the hell that you've brought into their life. And if you have the attitude, well, I'm not going to be pushed, I'm going to do it when I'm ready, here's a news flash: you're never going to be ready. So whether or not you're pushed or you make the decision on your own, you need to take some action. You either need to go to AA, rehab, some kind of group therapy. You need to get an accountability partner, hook up with somebody like me. You got to do something. Now, if you have an attitude that I can't be pushed, well, too bad. It's time to get pushed. And as far as the family being exhausted, I speak from years of experience. I mean, the last 6, 7 years of my wife's life was one episode after another. I mean, from driving the car through the garage drunk, passed out. We got the garage fixed, both cars fixed, the garage door fixed, the house fixed, and 3 days later she backed out the garage door because she forgot to open it after we had just fixed the garage door, and she was drunk again. Doing things like emptying my dad's liquor cabinet out when my mother was dying at the hospital. We were all at the hospital visiting my dad in New York. She emptied his liquor cabinet out, and I found her passed out in his living room. She used to go, I remember one time she had her knee replacement surgery about a year and a half before she passed away. And, in the middle of the night, she'd get an Uber, she'd be on crutches, and she would, go to the corner so that nobody would hear her, sneak out at 3 o'clock in the morning to go get liquor for the next day. It was really a sad situation. And, it was just one thing after another, year after year. And families, and I relay this because families do get exhausted. So if you're an alcoholic and you wonder why they're pushing you, it's because they're at the end of the rope and they have nowhere else to go. If you think they're pushing you, you have no idea how you have pushed them into a corner where they have nowhere else to go but to push back. So whenever I hear an alcoholic say, "I don't want to be controlled. I want to do things on my time. I want to do things in my way." Well, I'll tell you what, that's not going to happen, because you have put everybody else in harm's way, including yourself, and that choice is no longer yours. When you're getting DUIs, you're driving around drunk, you're coming home drunk, and you're putting people in, volatile situations. That choice should no longer be yours. It's time to be put into a rehab facility, or it's going to be a court-ordered thing. And you have to realize, if you have an attitude about people pushing you or your family's pushing you, maybe you ought to listen to why they're pushing you. And the baseline thing that all alcoholics should do is discover their own accountability and have an awareness of how they're affecting not only themselves, but everybody in their life. Now, I know this video might seem a tad harsh, but it's really designed as a scenario for families to understand what they're going through and have somebody to relate to. But more importantly, it's designed for alcoholics to have an awareness of the havoc that they wreak on everybody in their life, and an understanding. So if you're an alcoholic and your family is pushing you to take action, to go to a rehab or to get into a group therapy, yeah, you better listen to them, because they may be at the end of their rope, and your relationship with them is likely to change. So if this resonates with you, if these types of situations make sense to you, click on the link above. If you need individual group help, need accountability, I have a whole coaching program. Again, schedule a breakthrough call. I've helped thousands of alcoholics, and just as importantly, I've helped their families. And again, please like, share, and comment. We also have a Facebook group called Amanda, A Cautionary Tale of Alcoholism. We go over these issues and more every day. And again, thanks for listening.